Speaking of training camp, did Tone throw that training camp? Any training camp videos from the Colts?
Nah, he didn't.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he did. With you and Matt Ryan.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we play that one.
Young quarterbacks and kind of how they're thrust and a lot is put on their plate and they're judged so early. I feel like when you came to the league, you guys were given a little more time to develop before you became those guys. What is it like? What's the toughest thing for a young quarterback that's so much put on their plate coming into the league? What's the toughest adjustment?
Yeah, it is. You're right. I think it is different now. I think the level of expectation for guys coming in is
social media.
Yeah, 100%. I had a flip phone. I had a flip phone my first year. Yeah. So you didn't have to open up, after practice,
see every
and hear how shitty you practiced that day. So there was more of a grace period. I think I was like AP Rookie of the Year, and I had like 16 touchdowns and 11 picks.
Yeah.
So it's like it's just the expectation for guys coming in is different.
All right, so good. I feel like Matt gave a good answer there. We've talked about it, the expectation on young quarterbacks. But was out there at training camp, the Colts training camp, with Pat and the guys, and a lot of fun. We've both participated in a bunch of these joint practices. The Lions was out there, Hard Knocks was out there. Colts pretty much had their way, like from beginning to end. Looked good. We lost one of our top tight ends. Who was actually a 6th-round pick from a small school. But he was doing his thing. Chris Ballard was howling him, lost him. But some takeaways from the Colts camp. Pat said it a lot yesterday on the show. Big team, but a lot of question marks at that wide receiver position. How you feel about the Colts going into this year? What they I know we both picked them to win that division. But how you feeling about the Colts this year?
Man, we're going to have to see. Obviously, we've seen one preseason game. We'll see, preseason game number 2 this weekend.
Yep.
And it's these things that we've talked about for a while. O-line is good. Running game is in good hands.
Yeah.
You bring in a veteran quarterback. Obviously, he's not in the stage of his career where he's going to just wow you with, his throws, but he's going to help you win games above the shoulders, getting you into the right check, changing the pass pro, and just getting you to the right play, and not making those bonehead throws for the most part. And then you look on the defensive side of the ball, bringing in Yannick. You got some studs up front. You got we'll see what happens with Shaquille Leonard. He gets back from the back, but defense, I feel as though. We seen in game 1, they're flying around, turning the ball over. But to your point, you're looking on the outside, like who can step up and become that number one? Who can get that separation when it's that time of the game where you got to have a go-to player on the outside that can go and get the ball? Who's going to be that guy? Who's going to separate themselves from the pack? And I think that's, to your point, that's what you kind of saw yesterday. I think we kind of saw that game 1, preseason, week 1. So we can continue to see who can separate themselves from the pack and come out as that dog. But again, I think the Colts have a great chance of winning that AFC South. Again, we both picked them to win. So we'll see.
Yeah, I'm still confident in that pick. Obviously, Tennessee will be, the next choice. I feel like they're kind of close. As far as where they'll end up, it'll probably be a 1-game difference in that division. Probably come down to the last couple weeks of the season, but big question marks at that wide receiver position. And to Pat's point that he kept making yesterday, we got big guys. Alec Pierce is big. Michael Pittman. The tight end room is huge. But with those bigger receivers, and I don't know how you feel about this, but I used to kind of feel like bigger receivers were typically easier to guard because it's harder for them to create that separation. It's harder for them to have. Most of them don't really have that short area quick. That's what made Julio so special for all those years, and he's still playing. But he was a big guy, but he had great short area quickness, get in and out of cuts, get in and out of breaks, and created separation consistently. So I think that's going to be an issue for these guys early. We had Plaxico Burress on the pod a while ago, and remember he said that was the biggest thing he struggled with was getting off press coverage. We're gonna get in the league. Like, we're gonna hold you until they throw a couple flags. Like, that's what's gonna happen. So it's gonna be an adjustment, and that's the room I think we're banking everything on. And Reggie's obviously in there with him, coaching them up. But you mentioned it. The running back room is in very good hands. Offensive line, you brought in Matt. Defense, hey, I think our defense can take another step. I bumped into Shaquille Leonard yesterday. He looked good. You know, he's coming back obviously from an injury, but DeForest, Grover across the front line, Quiddy Pay in his second year, Yannick, freaking the young boy Blackman, he's back healthy.
Yeah.
Gilly Locke, saw him, talk to him yesterday. He's locked in. He's feeling great. Kenny, obviously. So the young boy Isaiah Rodgers, it's a lot of, we got a lot of playmakers. Oh yeah, we got, which one?
Safety, Maryland.
Nick Cross.
Yeah.
Nick Cross. Hey. So they put the pieces together, and I had a chance to talk to Ursay yesterday. You know how he's locked in his mindset, always on Lombardi mode. So it's gonna be interesting. But they look damn good yesterday. They got a damn good schedule. So they should be flying around and practice. Them boys out of there like 7. Training camp.
How the league has changed.
Boy, oh boy. So I think they first meet like 9 something in the morning out of 7. So that I told somebody, I said, you got a schedule like this. This one as a player, you gotta, take
care of your coach.
Hey fellas, yeah, we gotta, because he can't be giving us this type of schedule, And I feel like these schedules are good, because you can get the work you need to get done. Don't just being there to be in there. You can get quality work done, especially with veterans around the building. So I got high hopes, high expectations for this Colts team, man.
Yeah, so I mean, I know you talked about it with the Lions. 7 wins is a good season for them. What's a good season for the Indianapolis Colts this year?
I mean, Colts in a completely different category. And after watching the Lions yesterday, I double, triple, quadruple down on that 7-8 win. If you was out there, you would have looked a bit like.
I would not agree with you saying that.
If you were out there yesterday, you would have said, "Okay, I'm with you, D, but I promise you." But 8 wins once again, I think that'd be a very good season for MCDC and the guys. But for the Colts, I mean, we trying to win a Super Bowl. That's what we brought, Matt Ryan in for. Obviously, we haven't had any consistency at that quarterback position. Shit, they had a different starter every year since I left in 2017. Frank Wright has been there. Obviously, he's a coach that's been around, a player that's been around the game forever. Chris Ballard's been in place. We had 7 Pro Bowlers. I think we had the most Pro Bowlers in the league last year. So we're trying to win a bowl. That's a successful season for us. Obviously winning our division, but getting to a Super Bowl and winning the Super Bowl. That would be a successful season for us. Now, that's tough slate. You look at the AFC, I mean, stacked. So it ain't going to be easy, but that's the goal. That's the expectations for the Colts. It ain't no get the playoffs or, win a couple games. Like, nah, we trying to get to Arizona and win the Super Bowl. That would be the expectation for the Colts. I think that's the expectations in that building. And as a fan, as a former player, that's my expectation for him too. How about you? What you feel about
it? I mean, I think that's what everybody's saying in their meeting. Let's go to the Super Bowl. A Super Bowl of buzz. You know what I mean? So I want them to win that AFC South. We didn't make first, we didn't first thing first. Let's win this AFC South. Like, we missed the playoffs last year. We should have been in the offs. Let's win the AFC South. Let's take care of that, and let's make a run from there. Obviously, yeah, we want to hoist that Lombardi trophy, but for me, let's win that AFC South. Tennessee's kind of been the head honcho there for the past couple of years. So let's get that crown back, and from there we're gonna go ahead and make a run. That's kind of how I see it.
I feel like that's so you go and win that AFC South and then lose the first round of playoffs, and you Frank Wright, Chris Ballard, you going into that meet with Ursa, you gonna feel like with the roster that we put together.
No, that's not a good season, but I'm saying first thing first. Let's win the AFC South. We didn't make the playoffs last year. And we had that conversation after the season last year, as far as, you know, Frank Reich and having to sit him down and talk about, you know,
right.
We talked about that as well. So first thing first, we got to win that division. We didn't win, like, you know, it looks good on paper. It looks great on paper. The guys that we have, the 9 Pro Bowlers or whatever the case may be, but we gotta put it together.
Facts.
We got to put it together. So yeah, of course. Again, everybody's goal is to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, and yeah, like high expectations. I'm with you as a former player, as a fan. Yeah, definitely high expectations. But like I said, let's get into the dance first.
Yeah, I feel you. It's Super Bowl or bust for them, and it's teams, you know, probably.
I mean, it's 20 teams saying that.
Nah.
Yeah.
Realistically, I can't say 20. I say
everybody is. You said how many?
I say about 15, 16, maybe half.
All right, so
shit, damn near.
You said 16. I said 20. All right.
Damn near the whole AFC outside of the Jags, Texans. Yeah, I say about 15. You say 20, so we kind of close, I guess.
Yeah, so I mean, we'll see, but definitely high expectations for the Colts, man. Hopefully, you know, they can come out, start fast, stay healthy. I think that's going to be very important too to their success, staying healthy out there, and getting on the road.
Yeah, absolutely, man. They got the part getting off the bus. They look good getting off the bus.
Yeah,
we know that don't mean shit. Yeah, we know that don't mean shit in the National Football League, though. What else we got, bro?